This video is for sailing and entertainment purposes.
Ooh, I have a husband I had to pay for.
Party time. Excellent.
First, clear my schedule.
Monsters! 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 Monsters!
Guys, do you know Foodie Beauty? You're walking away so fast. You're walking in uniform?
Hello everybody. In today's video, we're taking a look at the end of Foodie Beauty. She's actually quit YouTube yet again. How many times have you quit YouTube in the last 10 days? Numerous times, right? She's quitting YouTube, which is fake. She's going to be back because she cannot afford her life without YouTube. She has no other job without YouTube, and despite her claims that her husband is supporting her, she doesn't have any discernible skill that she can monetize right now. She has to sell her life for profit. She has to do YouTube. She needs YouTube, but she's quitting again. And what she's doing is she's actually saying that she's quitting because of reaction channels. This next thing is really important, so I want to put it right up here in front. So Chantal is blaming reaction channels for her lack of income because you're, quote, stealing views. And that's not a thing, honey. That's not a thing. There's nothing in the YouTube terms of service that says you cannot, because you can't take somebody's views away from them. Everybody is allowed to make more views than you. I've said this before. PewDiePie will always get more views than me because he has a bigger audience. It's not a thing to steal views. No one can actually physically do that on YouTube. That's why it's not against the TOS. So she's complaining that the reaction channels steal her views, and she blames the reaction channels for her lack of money as she deletes every live stream that she makes. Now, this is important. She has now started to not just delete the live streams that go against the TOS. We talked about this before. She deletes live streams that are completely against the terms of service because she does not want to be reported. I got that. I understand that. Yesterday, I myself personally saw her private, her feeding cats in Kuwait stream that she did with her husband. That stream did not go against the terms of service. And her birthday stream. Now, she put, I believe, the birthday stream back up because she's desperate for money, in my opinion. But here's my point. If you are now privating and deleting the videos that you do that are completely within YouTube's terms of service, that says to me that you refuse to accept any commentary and criticism. The reason that she privated that stream from her birthday that we discussed yesterday and then put it back up later is because people were discussing the kiss that her husband gave her. That's, and people were talking about it. And so she doesn't want to hear it. Okay, public figure, give back all the money. She just doesn't want to hear it. So because she doesn't want to hear it, she's privating the streams. The absurdity of privating your live streams when, you're the one that needs the money from them. So you private them when they go against the TOS, and then you private them when they don't go against the TOS, and you blame the reaction channel. She's just privating videos now because she doesn't want to be criticized. Then this is not the job for you. You see this frog? He constantly gets criticized because I put him on here. That's the nature of the job. People will criticize a literal kermit if you show them a kermit. People criticize us every day. It doesn't mean you delete your videos because somebody doesn't like it. This is a form of income for you, Chantal. Stop blaming the reaction channels when it's all your fault. She's literally living on maybe 1 or 2 videos that she keeps up a month and super chats. That is no way to make a living. If you delete your video as soon as you post it or 5 hours after you post it, you cannot keep the money. And if you make it private, it doesn't earn any more money. That's what she's doing. And she's blaming reaction channels because they re-upload her content and they react to it. This is just an excuse that you're trying to sell us or anyone that's listening to you because it's not true. You have gone above and beyond what any public figure does. What you want is no criticism, no response to your content, and you don't want anyone talking about it. Well, you know what happens when no one talks about your content? This is what happens when no one talks about your content. 250,000 subscribers and 17,000 views in 17 hours. If you really think that you want people to stop talking about you, they're going to stop talking about you like that. The worst thing that could happen to you, Chantal, is people stop talking about you because you get less views. Now, What's happening is she has like crossed the big line that no one really is supposed to cross. She constantly talks about reaction channels, and all of her content is about reaction channels. How can you possibly want to get rid of them? So she's quit YouTube again with 2 soliloquy Hamlet Macbeth's community page post where she is blaming reaction channels. No one should take anything that she says seriously. See how she says pretty much, don't take anything I say seriously, I'll be back. And if you know anything about me, I'll be back. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back. You have no other choice. So we're going to get into the end of Foodie Beauty. She has completely quit YouTube, and she'll be back in 5.7 seconds because she has no other choice. And this is all for attention and views. Why would you rage on your unmonetized community page when you can actually go ahead and make a video?
Because your man wants me.
All right, so as always, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. It's not meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I'm sharing opinions, not facts, and public figures, what they're choosing to make public, never comparing their stories to yours. I'm just speaking about their individual dramas they're making public.
That's not lying. That's changing my mind.
I would urge you to be kind in the comment section if you can. Please do not go to their channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments. One of the community page posts, the second one, is also about her, going after French Fry Girl and suing her. Nobody believes this. Reaction channels. Let's all sit around and do nothing and wait for Foodie Beauty to work on her content and upload. Quite frankly, I'm going to say the same thing to you that I've said to Amber. You guys do not have what I consider to be content. So Amber doesn't say anything. And by the way, the reason that I'm mentioning Amber is because Foodie Beauty is about to mention Amber a lot, which is very strange. But since you will, I will. Amberlynn has no content. At this point, my opinion is, as a public figure, she has no content. She doesn't say anything that's happening in her life, and she actually thinks it's okay to continuously bait her audience like that, and that's why she got 17,000 views in 17 hours. You literally have 200,000 people and no one cares. Okay, so Chantal, you used to have real content. You used to edit your mukbangs. You used to do themes. That's what she used to do. And now she just films her and her husband awkwardly interacting and then deletes it. Okay. Can someone tell me exactly how it's fair for me to make a simple video, a simple vlog, a simple stream, talking with my own community? Your own community is the reaction channels community. Only to have, and this is no exaggeration, at least 10 or more reactors, super lazy reacting, if you can call it that. You've reacted to your ex-boyfriend, ex-non-boyfriend tons of times, you're no different. You reacted to French Fry Girl tons of time, you're no different. And go live with their community immediately or soon after I post. Because there's no terms of service violation on that. People can go live with your live stream as long as they provide commentary. This is not against the TOS. It doesn't matter if it's not fair. If you really feel that this job isn't fair, quit for real. The problem is that their community is built on my content, or HATE for me. It gives people who do not want to give me the views from my own content a place to go watch, and HATE. And people have told her this in a comment. You have disabled comments continuously. As somebody that used to disable my comments a very long time ago, I can tell you that people get enraged with that, and so then they go other places talking about you. You provide incredibly controversial content, like neglecting your cat for years, and you're very open about that, and then you think people don't want to talk about it. When you block off your comments, and when you block all your beezers, and when you block the comments and the people writing them, they're going to go other places. People don't like your content and have disdain for it, but still want to talk about you. Now, if you just always left your comments open, she used to do that, you would get the views. You don't want to. Do not like me or my content, then one should simply not watch. Well, that's just, that's a great sentiment, but that's not how YouTube is. I've said this before. YouTube is the kind of place where people always want to gravitate towards people they dislike and watch them. Thank God, because then a lot of people wouldn't even make money without that. Do you really think that the majority of your audience enjoys your content, or the majority of Amber's audience enjoys her content?
What are the odds of that happening?
They don't. I am writing this because I searched YouTube, and even, here we go, Amberlynn reactors are not lazy, and we'll go tell that to Amberlynn, who behind the scenes has taken down channels. And so they're not lazy and don't usually, maybe sometimes, use their entire videos in a 2 or 3 hour live stream. The thing is, Chantal, you're talking about a topic that's no longer viable. No one is going to live stream about Amber. When people stop talking about you, you start making less money. Can't you see that that's what's happening with Amber? No one cares about Amber's content. Like, nobody cares. And no one will care because she has stopped showing her life and she has lied for profit for too long. You know, there's only so much that you can cry wolf with your content when people don't believe you. So you're comparing yourself to Amberlynn Reed, for lack of a better word, she used to be popular, a has-been popular person who no longer is. It's not fair for one creator, me, to make something for my viewers only to have it stolen immediately after. It's actually not stealing. There's no rule against that. As long as there is commentary, it is transformative. Okay? I lose many views this way, and yes, it is a problem that any creator would dislike. Okay. We get that you have this problem. It's really hard to feel bad for you after what you did to Sam and BBJ.
I never took my pets to the vet, barely, unless they were sick.
And even if you do want me to take you seriously, as long as somebody is transforming your content, your boss says it's okay. Imagine if it was you. I have seen reactors copy strike people for way less. Yes, and that is incorrect, and they should lose their channel for that. Honestly, just sniping my stream and adding in derogatory or even nice comments about something so petty and trivial is just not a fair reaction. I don't really care that you feel this way. Honestly, like, you're entitled to your opinion, but this is what the medium that you're on. Like, people talk about celebrities all the time. So now think about how high and mighty you are on your horse. Now no one is even allowed to say anything nice about you. Why should you have followers? Why should you have fans? She just said that even if you say anything nice about her, it's still wrong. Okay, well, this is why you're losing followers, and because you're not really putting out positivity. And don't tell me, oh, I'm getting negativity, I can't put out positivity. You just said that if somebody is saying nice things about you, like, let's say you're a fan of Foodie Beauty for some reason, and you love her, and you want to give good commentary. Nope, she says you can't. Okay.
Isn't this a surprise?
Okay, Chantal, this is why you get less views than a lot of the reaction channels, but in general, most reaction channels get the same as you. Makes me not even want to put in any effort into doing anything. YouTubers are not copyright protected. The process is very hard and expensive. This is a lie. But imagine the author, for example, just finished writing a book. You didn't. The minute they put it out, someone starts streaming and reading the entire thing. No, what should happen is that the critic reads the book, then makes a non-lazy summary of points worth criticizing. Honestly, quite frankly, two things. You are one of the lazier channels that I've seen. You used to put in work, used to do themes for mukbangs, used to dress up, used to edit. Then you said, I don't want to work. I'm going to do live streams about how I stalk my ex-non-boyfriend. See, the reason that she's doing live streams, I'm just telling you, okay? Live streams are not edited. So whatever you say, once you're done streaming, Chantal, you put it live and you don't have to work. Editing takes hours and hours and hours of proving your point, getting clips to prove that what you're saying is true, and then people still SHI on it. But that's the medium, you understand? People don't care if you work hard on your videos. Oh, I don't agree with your opinion, I'm gonna leave, or you're talking because that's what the boss says you have to do. You understand? People always criticize everybody, but how dare you criticize people for being lazy when you don't even edit most of the time? Yes, she even says how much she doesn't want to edit her vlogs. You gave up your actual work of mukbangs and editing and doing themes for it for lazier content, which is, I'm just going to sell my life for profit, and then have enough nerve to complain about it. Also, YouTubers are literally copyright protected. For you to blatantly lie like this, there was a person that sued. I believe it was, H3H3 got sued for copyright because YouTubers' content is copyright protected. So you're lying right there, just so everybody knows. She's lying. YouTubers are copyright protected. Your content is your copyrighted work. The thing is that if you see that a person is transforming it and you put in a copyright strike, like she has done to, I believe she did it to Charlie Gold and definitely to Zachary Michael, what happens is you can lose your channel. That's why she's not doing it anymore. She also did it to other channels. Or you can sue, and she doesn't have any money to sue. I love it how she quits YouTube without having a penny to her name, without her husband. You need to work, Chantal, okay? It's so amazing to me. She'll later go on to say that she's gonna quit YouTube because her husband makes all this money. And if you guys divorce, do you have a career? Because you've lost your friends, you gave up on Pete, you gave up on your cats. Who's going to support you? So basically she's saying YouTubers are not copyright protected, which is a lie. But okay, then she says this BS about the book. Okay, you don't just use someone else's content to build a community and discuss a 10-minute video over 3 hours. I don't know how people don't think this will affect me or my livelihood or don't care. That we're not obligated to care. You didn't care how other people were affected by what you did, like how Pete's was affected when you pretty much demanded that he leave after he did everything for you. He went into debt for you. He actually put the villa in his name for you. You didn't care how your cats were doing when you created health problems for them. Like, why should people care about you when you don't care about others? It really makes it hardly worth it for me to make content, to go through any effort to make videos or put myself out there only for others to reap the benefits behind a computer screen. Okay, you're reaping the benefits behind your computer screen. It's because no one would watch these reactors unless they capture it right away, and that's not true because some reactors take the time to make a thoughtful reaction and don't simply steal every single piece of content I put out immediately after. So what's your point?
No one cares!
So some reactors react to you live, and some reactors, for example, like me, post the video the next day with commentary and some clips. So what's your point? Both are allowed as long as they transform it. Look, sometimes people come here and they say, why do you talk a lot? When I play Chantal's clips, I'm not allowed to just re-upload. Are there people that just re-upload her clips? Yes. And one day these people are unfortunately going to be in trouble because it's not allowed, okay? You are supposed to do this. If you take other people's content, you're supposed to talk throughout it. That is the only way that YouTube says that falls under the guidelines. So what's your point, Chantal? That some people follow the rules, some people don't. What does this have to do with you, okay? I hope someday YouTube changes the terms of service, but I'm seriously considering another platform. Good luck. People, subscribe to me here as Beezers, and if you really want to watch, you can subscribe on TikTok for the same price. The absurdity of thinking that people will not re-upload your TikToks onto YouTube is amazing. That's what's going to happen. I'd like to try to build a community elsewhere out of all the reach of so many grubby hands. There's also new people who follow me each day over there, and I could play music. Okay. You're not going to have a following of 90,000 people there like you have here. So listen, Chantal, good luck. You know what? She thinks she can make as much money on other platforms as YouTube. Okay, good luck. There's also new people. Follow me regardless of your excuse as to why you watch on reaction channels because it is free and etc. It's still wrong and still stealing views. And really, if I do leave this platform, you will have nothing at all. So you will never leave YouTube because you will never be making the type of money that you're making here anywhere else. And you have the most amount of followers here. It's going to take you years, if ever. I don't see her getting 90,000 or 100,000 followers on any other platform. Also, understand this, which it's so strange that you don't. What will happen to Chantal is that she will only bring over her audience from YouTube. It's like Amberlynn used to complain about this. Any platform I go to, they follow me. Yeah, because no one's going to care about you on such a saturated platform like whatever you mentioned. People are going to follow you from YouTube and all your TikToks are going to be posted onto. How ungrateful to not understand that without the community, you would make $0. You would make $0. You're the one that chose to start selling your life for profit. You are the one that deletes all your videos. You could have continued with your mukbangs. People still reacted to your mukbangs, but it would never be the way that it is now because you sell your life for profit and your life is controversial. You neglected your cats. You married a stranger, moved away from the country that you lived in to somewhere else. You gave up your cats. You gave up your best friend. You said you're not going to see your family for years. This is controversial content. This is content at least that people are talking about, okay? When you were raging about your ex-non-boyfriend, that was also controversial content. As far as what she's saying about that she's going through all this effort and people would have nothing else to watch, people would talk about somebody else. All commentary channels would just talk about anybody else. Oh, and one more point. Continues to say that it's somebody else's community that doesn't like her. Amber said that the other day in her video. Oh, it's your community that doesn't like me. It's your community that steals views. Reacting to not the entire video is fully within the terms of service. If someone is providing, let's say, a 40-minute reaction to your 2-hour live stream, you can clearly tell that it is transformative and they're not stealing your whole 2-hour live stream. Or if somebody is reacting for 3 hours to a 10-minute video, they're clearly providing way more commentary. They're putting in way more of their own work than of yours. Everything I've already read to you, and this community page post has been deleted by Chantal already. All right, I've had enough. If reaction channels are so interesting on their own, good luck vlogging because I'm out of here, or good luck picking apart my past. Also, when I do get back to Canada, I will be pursuing a defamation case against a certain person, as well as emotional damages. Just wait. For what? Animal allegations which are 100% false. Animal control came 3 times and reported no neglect. Period. Then she said something that's against the TOS. For years, all of you have been a part of mine and my cat's lives. You saw how much I love them.
When I was in Kuwait, I had Pete on video, like, show me her BBJ's nails, and they looked like decent, like they were getting along, but like decent, and like they were getting along, BBJ, you're not going in the suitcase. You're going in a cardboard box. Cardboard box? It's probably a bag. I think pets get buried in bags. Deal with it.
Isn't this a surprise?
You also saw how my mental was on and off, good and bad. I have never done anything to my animals. The cat nails was not intentional neglect. Google an elderly cat's nails. Sam's were fine. If I did this and starved my cats, animal control would have taken them the 3 times they came to our home. Do I need to produce their records? Saying I starved my cats is defamation, and every penny you made. Exploiting my cat will come back when I sue the Adidas shirt off your back. Did I let the house get messy and neglect the cleanliness of their eating areas sometimes? Yes, but they were always fed. When I enter a deep depression, even cleaning the villa became too much. And yes, mental health is a valid excuse for neglecting your life. As I said a million times, when I videoed Pete's from Kuwait, he showed me her nails and they were fine.
He showed me her nails and they were fine.
And to also get her nails taken care of.
I never took my pets to the vet, barely, unless they were sick.
Looked fine to me.
Like, whenever I was in Kuwait, I had Pete on video, like, show me her BBJ's nails, and they looked like decent, like they were getting along, but like decent, and like they were getting along,
or at least look that way. Elderly cats' nails grow coarser and longer than younger cats. I clipped their nails with Pete's before I left for Kuwait. I didn't know that elderly cats' nails need to be trimmed every 2 to 3 weeks, which is why they were so overgrown, and Sam's were fine. I got home, and because on video her nails were fine, I didn't check them right away. When I did check them and saw them overgrown, I immediately made a call to her vet and made the appointment. To say I intentionally caused BBJ's pain is defamation and BS. Some of you have elder charges and have the nerve to come for me over animal neglect that isn't even intentional. Before rehoming her, I clearly stated to the person that took her, I was concerned about her nails, her health, and wanted to take her to the vet. She's 21. She's actually 17. How did she live this long? Both my pets always looked extremely happy in all photos and videos. Don't act brand new about this. The only scammer here is FFG, who thinks she will get away with what she did in the long term. Again, just wait. You also shame our home, and look at where you streamed with Shannon. There was a literal old towel hanging from the window. Okay. All right. So this continues on and says, listen, I'm just like pretty like calm and, like quiet about this because honestly, everything you just said is total BS. I'm not even going to read out the whole thing. As far as Missy Moo, you make fun of my abaya. Then she says, enjoy the rage because it's the last you will ever hear from me. I tried one final time, but I'm 100% done. Even the money is not worth it anymore. What money? The money you delete? Salah made bank anyway this Ramadan, so I don't care about money. Improving my life offline is the only right way now. You need attention. That's why you wrote this. You have nothing except internet attention and your marriage, which is clearly going so well that you're doing this. I think that if you were getting something that you need to get from your marriage, you wouldn't be doing this. People always trash public figures. I've been through this for 10 years. And to delete your video because people are going to criticize you, should only delete your video if you want to. If you want to delete your video for other reasons, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with deleting videos. But to delete them before you get paid, well, that's just, in my opinion, bad business. You people are weird. No matter how messy my life is, at least I don't take part in H campaigns. You're all complicit in poor BBJ's having to live her last days with blah, blah, blah. Nice, explain, blah, 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 whatever. She just says a lot of stuff that's against the TOS. And she posted some pictures of her with the cat. This is what I have to say to this, all right? This is just... It's proof why you will continue to get negative commentary and criticism. You cannot continuously, we've said this so many times, she just keeps going on and on about the situation with Sam and BBJ. Sam needed to be shaved after being in your care. That is not the norm. Sam's nails were fine because Sam is not BBJ. It was your responsibility as a pet owner to cut her nails. She's lying when she says that when she looked, in my opinion, at the nails in Kuwait, she saw that BBJ's were fine. No, she said that they were long. She didn't care about those cats. I'm going to say the same thing I always did. She was looking to better deal those cats the minute that she met her ex-boyfriend. She started talking about putting them down. Her big dream was to put down her cat, and French Fry Girl rescued your cat. And now BBJ will live out her life in a peaceful, happy manner. The only person that is complicit in neglecting your cats, in my opinion, is you. Your own roommate Pete said that you only had treats. You fed the cat sometimes, so that's why she survived in spite of you. In spite of you, she survived, okay? I understand that people go through very difficult times mentally. I do. That's why you rehome your cat if you cannot deal with it, okay? You do not just neglect them, okay? Comparing two different cats' nails is ridiculous. As far as your defamation lawsuit against French Fry Girl, just like to point out that the statute of limitations on those type of cases in Canada is 2 years. Chantal has said she will not go back to Canada for 3 to 4 years, so you can kiss that goodbye. That costs money. If you don't have the money to file a copyright lawsuit, you don't have the money for any other lawsuit. Also, at least in the United States, I know that Canada is different, and that's where she would be filing. At least in the United States, if 10 people take a metaphorical rock and throw it at a window, and that's what's happening with reaction channels and forums and lots of different people saying negative things about you all at the same time. If they throw the metaphorical rock at a window, how do you know, who broke the window? You can't be extra trashed. We talked about this before. I understand that the lawsuit would be filed in Canada, but saying in my opinion, making the statement that you neglected your cat is actually truthful because you've admitted to it. You've admitted to it. I understand you claim you have your reasons. There's never a reason to neglect a cat. If you can no longer emotionally handle something, I totally understand. Mental health is a very serious thing. You rehome the cat. Also, it's weird to me that you continue to brag over and over again about animal control coming 3 different times. Don't you, she's wearing it like a badge of honor. Don't you think that it's really a bad sign that you needed to have animal control called on you repeatedly? They're not responsible for your cats. You are, okay? So anyway, she deleted all of this. She quit YouTube. She'll be back tomorrow. The end of Foodie Beauty is going to be within and because of Foodie Beauty. You are the one that's responsible for ending your career, Chantal. I would just continue to make videos and never give any attention to reaction channels. The last thing I'll say is, if you really want something to go away, the best way to get rid of a burning fire is to suffocate it. No oxygen. Do not give the situation any attention. If you stop talking about something, eventually you'll start thinking about it less. And when you think about it, you can just change your mind right away and divert your attention to something else. Best way to get rid of a fire is to suffocate it. No oxygen in the room for anything that bothers you, and then it goes away within time. Within time. All she does is pay attention to the reaction channels. And at this point, without reaction channels, Chantal, you have no content. Your channel doesn't exist without responding to French Fry Girl. I don't think any lawsuit you file against her will prosper. I think you don't have what it takes to stay in the game. When you're in a lawsuit, in my opinion, you got to stay in the game. And also you need the money. Without the money, it's impossible, okay? Unless you're representing yourself over here. And she hasn't made up stories about you. The situation with your cat is easily documented in your own videos. All right, well, thank you guys so very much for watching today. I genuinely appreciate you being here. Let me know your thoughts, comments, questions in the comments down below. Thank you so very much for spending some of your time with me. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out this video that's popping up here on a similar topic. You may enjoy it, you may not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, go and leave it a dislike. Be a friend. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.